Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Band Together Leadership. My name is Paul Everts. You can reach me at my email address, and I wish you would. Love to hear from you. BAND, the number 2 together at Comcast.net. Band together at Comcast.net. Also, please go to our website, which is conductingmylife.com, where you can get this beautiful book, Conducting My Life. It's about life lessons I have as a high school music teacher. I did high school music teaching from July 1989 to December 22nd, 2021. And I've been on what I would like to call a sabbatical, even though it's been retired. I have been collecting my retirement like a good young man. And but again, it's a sabbatical. Recording this on July 15th, 2022. Hopefully you're seeing this around Tuesday, August the 9th. But I like to tell you when I'm doing it, so then there's perspective. Like, why didn't he mention the world is going crazy? Well, because as of July 15th, 2022, it's not going crazy. But by August the 9th, who knows? Getting ready to start school, some of you. I know that. I believe some schools are starting this week or even next week. So hope you had a nice vacation. What are we doing here on Band Together Leadership? Well, if you're new, I like to read books like Jocko Willink. Jocko Willink, I'm an admirer of his, and I see that he reads books and he has the author there. Well, I don't have John Maxwell here. But basically, we're working through the book, The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. And we just go chapter by chapter. I don't read the complete chapter because I want you to buy the book. All right? And I don't want Dr. Maxwell to go, "Hey, Paul, why are you reading the book?" When I want them to buy the book. I do have the information to buy the book, though, and it's in the information that's attached to the video. Before I go to the word today, which I believe is focused. Yeah, it's focus. I love to have some help with this mission. I love my kitchen, love my little dining table, love the cute little setup here with the fruit, the book, and the first place trophy. Yeah, check that out. Anyway, I would love to have your help. So if you're interested, again, contact me, BAND, the number 2 together at Comcast.net. Let's get this to grow. Press the like button, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. I just think it's a good, healthy message. Dr. Maxwell's got great books. I recommend every book that he's written. Recommend 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I recommend the Bible. I would recommend reading a lot and watch the videos. We are in a crazy time right now. And I think every quality that we're talking about here is indispensable, especially when we have such craziness going, right? So since we're talking about focus, it seems appropriate to put my glasses on. Okay, so this is chapter 8. Here's the book. Focus. The sharper the focus is, the sharper you are. Someone said once, if you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. And that's interesting. I love watching Tim Pool. Hey, Tim Cast, if you'd like to understand why this teacher retired early, I'll do an interview with you for sure. I'm one of those teachers that just said, what is going on? It's not the same in 1989. That same isn't for the better. So again, he did. Tim Pool said it. He had that quote. If you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. I love that. And then the other one's by Margaret Mead, who's an anthropologist, was an anthropologist. She said, what people say, what people do, and what they say they do are entirely different things. Okay, so here we go. Thanks again for being with me. A different kind of one-track mind. In 1998, the Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres played for the Major League Baseball's National League pennant. And Dr. Maxwell had the privilege of attending several of the games. Back when he lived in San Diego, he was a die-hard Padres fan. That's too bad. Anyway, but when Dr. Maxwell moved to Atlanta in 1997, he changed his allegiance to, of course, the Atlanta Braves. He rooted for them all season long until they faced San Diego in the playoffs. And why did he change? He could not bring himself to root against Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was a great baseball player. Tony Gwynn is the greatest hitter in the last 50 years, the best since Ted Williams. Tony Gwynn has won an incredible 8 batting titles. Only Ty Cobb has won more. In his career, he has batted a tremendous .339. It's always a joy to watch Gwynn play. He is surely destined for the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. If you saw Tony Gwynn on the street and did not know who he was, you might not guess he's a professional baseball player. At 5 feet, 11 inches, and 220 pounds, I wish I weighed 220. Anyway, he doesn't look the part of the star athlete the way some people do, like Mark McGuire does. But make no mistake, Tony Gwynn is a talented athlete, having been drafted out of college for baseball and basketball. And though he has tremendous talent, the real key to his success is focus. Tony Gwynn loves hitting the baseball, and he devotes himself to it. Several times each season, he reads Ted Williams' The Science of Hitting, a book Tony Gwynn first discovered and read while in college. He watches countless hours of videotape. At home, he has a library of hitting tapes, continually fed by his 5 VCRs. Well, you know how old this book's written right here. When we're using VCRs, this book's old, that record games via satellite dish. He even reviews tape on the road. When he travels for games, he takes 2 VCRs. You know how old this book is? So that he can tape and edit every one of his at-bats. And when he is not swinging the bat or watching tape, Tony Gwynn is talking about hitting constantly with teammates at the All-Star game with the great players such as Ted Williams. Gwynn just cannot get enough. Hitting is his joy. He has been known to arrive at social events with a batting glove sticking out of his pocket, having stopped to hit a few. And even when he's not practicing, watching tape, or talking to other hitters, Tony Gwynn can be found playing ping pong or doing activities to improve his eye-to-hand coordination. Even Tony Gwynn's decision to remain in San Diego his whole career has improved his game. Tony Gwynn says, "One of my strengths is knowing how much I can handle. There are few distractions in San Diego. There is not a lot of media hoopla that helps me consistent, or that helps me be consistent." And then he goes, consistent is right. Gwynn has batted over 300 in every season as a professional except one, and that was his first season. Columnist George Will maintains that people who are great at what they do, such as Tony Gwynn have, and this is what George Will said, quote, cultivated a kind of concentration unknown to most people, end of quote. Flushing it out. What does it take to have the focus required to be a truly effective leader? The keys, priorities, and concentration. A leader who knows his or her priorities but lacks concentration knows what to do but never gets it done. If the leader has concentration but no priorities, the leader has excellence without progress. But when the leader harnesses both, the leader has the potential to achieve great things. Dr. Maxwell frequently meets people in leadership positions who seem to major in minor things. That just does not make sense. It wouldn't be the equivalent of Tony Gwynn spending all his time studying base stealing. Now, Gwynn can steal bases. He has stolen more than 300 bases in his career, but it's not his strength. And dedicating all his time to that instead of hitting would be a waste of his time and talent. So the important question is, how should you focus your time and energy? Well, here are the guidelines to help you. And again, I don't read the whole thing because you need to buy the book. Focus 70% on your strengths. Paragraph follows. Focus 25% on new things. Paragraph follows. And then the focus 5% on areas of weakness. So again, 70% strengths, 25% new things, and 75% or 5%, just 5% on weakness. And again, get the book. You get more for your buck. Reflecting on it. So how would you rate yourself in the area of focus? Have you been majoring in minor things? Have you spent so much time shoring up your weaknesses that you have failed to build up your strengths? Do the people with the least potential monopolize your time? If so, you've probably lost focus. So to get back on track with focus, you need to do these things. You need to work on yourself. You are your greatest asset or detriment. You got to work on your priorities. You'll have to fight for your priorities. You got to work in your strengths. You can reach your potential. And the final one is work with your contemporaries. You cannot be effective alone. Now we need to bring it home. To improve your focus, here we go. Do the following. Shift to your strengths. And then paragraph follows. Buy the book. Staff your weaknesses. Identify 3 or 4 activities necessary for your job that you don't do well. And then finally, create an edge. Then he ends, as he does every chapter in this book, with a daily takeaway. Experienced animal trainers take a stool with them when they step into a cage with a lion. Why a stool? A stool tames a lion better than anything, except maybe a tranquilizer gun. When the trainer holds the stool with the legs extended toward the lion's face, the animal tries to focus on all 4 legs at once, and that paralyzes the lion. Divided focus always works against you. Divided focus always works against you. Wow. The hedgehog has 1 defense mechanism, so that's going to be another example of focus. I bet you when someone's painting, they're not talking usually at the same time. If it's some intricate painting, they probably are very focused on that. We want our doctors, when they're operating on us, or even meeting us in the patient's room, we want them to be focused on us. We don't want them to answer their phones during the surgery, for sure. That, and I think right now, I bet you that would be an interesting thing to think about. We've lost our focus. As I read that to you, because one of the things I like to do is I like to read it and I like to think about it, like, what did I learn? We've lost our focus as a nation. I know it sounds corny to like 5 of you, but I only have 5 people watching anyway, so those 5 don't find it corny. They would be nodding their head. He's right. We've lost our focus on what this nation's about. We, the people of the United States, in order to perform a more perfect union, established, and on and on. Inalienable rights. What is a man? What is a woman? What's the role of a father? How have we gotten unfocused on what the United States is? Because we got distracted. And we get distracted every day. We get distracted by our cell phones. Get distracted by the computer. Get distracted by media, news all the time. We need to do a better job getting focused. And I've given you some ideas, and I hope you will. Again, when you chase 2 rabbits at the same time, you're going to lose both. Begin with the end in mind. Every choice you make, including how you stay focused, that's up to you. Seek first to understand and be understood. And finally, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I care about you a lot. That's why I do this. Again, we'd love to have help producing these videos. My email again, BAND, and number 2 together at comcast.net. And love to hear from anybody. The anonymous people, I'm ignoring you. I give you time now, just to let you know I ignore you. Because I'm not focused on you. Oh, I see what you did there. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. Love you. God bless. Bye.